Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5 best 65-inch 4K TV. Starting at number 5. LG OLED 65G1. For the last few years, the C-Class model has been the sensible choice of each new LG OLED range. Until now, it has been the most affordable model with the latest panel and picture processing tech. Go further up the range and you might get better sound and a fancier design, but you won't get a better visual performance. For 2021, though, LG has introduced a new OLED Evo panel that promises increased brightness and sharpness. And to get the Evo panel, you have to step up to the G1. That's slightly disappointing because you also end up paying extra for a rather niche design. The G1 is designed to be wall-mounted, to the extent that there's no stand or feet in the box that you may not want. That makes it a seriously stunning picture performer. It's also packed with apps and next-gen HDMI features, including 4K at 120Hz on all 4 sockets. Sound is less strong, but if you were always planning to combine your new TV with a separate sound system and the design works for you, and you've got deep pockets, the G1 should be seriously considered. Coming at number 4. LG OLED 65C1. LG's C-Series model has been the go-to pick of its OLED range for several years. It has always been the most affordable model with the company's best panel and picture processing wizardry. Spending more would get you a fancier design and potentially better sound, but the picture would be no different. That's not the case in 2021. The picture performance and feature set were already exemplary. And LG has slightly improved the former with its new cinematic movement motion processing and enhanced decontouring feature, which reduces banding, and slightly improved the latter with a better menu system and a more complete app selection. All UK catch-up apps are present. The G1's picture is undeniably better in terms of brightness, sharpness, and detail. But we're not talking huge margins, and most people will struggle to justify the extra £500, $500. Particularly when the niche design and weaker sound are taken into account. At number 3. Sony XR A65 and 90J. While Sony's OLEDs are highly regarded, it's typically hard to justify buying one over a rival LG. Historically, the Sony has a more authentic picture and better sound, but is also a step behind on features and usability, and at least a level or two more expensive. But what if Sony could produce a TV with most of those previously missing features, a more satisfying user experience, and a unique high-quality movie streaming app, all while raising the picture and sound quality to even greater heights? That's exactly what the company's done with the A90J. In performance terms, the Sony A90J is an absolute stunner. It takes OLED picture performance to new, thrilling levels while maintaining the authenticity for which Sony is justifiably renowned. Hardcore gamers might want to take a wait-and-see approach, though, as the set doesn't yet support VRR. An update has been promised but not dated, and we found the 4K at 120Hz support a little buggy. Number 2 of my list. Sony XR A65x90J. If your budget can stretch to a 65-inch TV, but perhaps not a 65-inch OLED or flagship QLED, then the Sony XR A65x90J, or near-identical XR A65x94J in the UK, could be just what you're looking for thanks to its heady mix of fancy features, perfectly pitched picture performance, and a mid-range price tag. Those features include 2 HDMI 2.1 sockets that support 4K at 120Hz, but not VRR. Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Disney Plus, and Apple TV are here in all of their 4K, Dolby Vision, and Dolby Atmos glory. Plex and VLC make for easy playback of your stored content, and Spotify, Tidal, Amazon Music, and Deezer give you plenty of options for music streaming. However, users in the UK should take note that native apps for now, BT Sport and My5, but BBC iPlayer, ITV hub and all four are all missing. While this mid-range, direct backlit LCD TV can't match its OLED stablemates for black depth. But the backlight is consistent, with none of the clouding or blotchiness that's common of big TVs in this price range. The set may not go perfectly black, but it goes very bright and the colors are excellent with a cinematically warm and rich delivery as well as a subtlety of shading that's extremely rare at this end of the market. And number 1. LG OLED 65G2. While not a change that all buyers appreciated, LG decided in 2021 that its premium G-series OLED TVs needed more than just a fancier design to make them a compelling step-up alternative to the brand's all-conquering C-series. So 2021's G1 benefited from a new, higher brightness EVO panel that the C1 did not get, and instantly did a much better job of justifying its higher price. LG has continued this approach for 2022, while the new C2 does now have an EVO panel. The G2 boasts a new heat-sink element that allows it to be driven even harder, or brighter, in other words, than its predecessor. In short, if you want LG's best 4K OLED TV in 2022, this is it. The extent of the improvements over the new C2 panel is more gentle than dramatic, perhaps raising questions for many about whether the OLED 65G2 is worth £600 more than the OLED 65C2. The cost issue is even more worthy of thought if you're not wall mounting and will therefore need to budget for the optional stand. Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.